Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're looking at a pretty big call from the Springboks camp. It's got everyone talking.
Absolutely. The captaincy for the All Blacks game.
Exactly. Rassie Erasmus making a surprise decision for the massive clash at Eden Park. Because, the big question is, Siya Kolisi, double World Cup winning skipper, he's back. He's starting.
We're not captain.
Right. Instead, the armband goes to Jesse Kriel, the experienced midfielder. It's only his third time leading South Africa.
It definitely raised a few eyebrows initially.
So our mission today is to kind of dig into that. We'll look at the reasons, what it means for the team, especially for such a huge game. We want to give you the key insights from what we've gathered.
Cut through the noise a bit.
Precisely. And hey, before we dive in, if you enjoy this kind of deep analysis, make sure you hit subscribe for Rugby Obsession. You won't want to miss out.
Definitely worth it.
Okay, so let's unpack this announcement. Rassie names Kriel captain. Kolisi is fit and playing number 8. Why? What's the immediate thought process here?
Well, the first thing is just the contrast, isn't it? Siya Kolisi. His record speaks for itself. 2 World Cups as captain.
He's iconic.
He really is. So for him to be available actually in the starting 15 and not have the C next to his name, well, it signals something deliberate.
A strategic choice, you mean?
Yeah, it suggests there's more going on than just picking the most experienced captain available. It points towards maybe other factors being prioritized this time.
The man stepping up, Jesse Kriel. We know him as a great center, defensively solid, good attacker. But as captain for this game, what makes him the choice?
Well, the sources we looked at describe him as a core player, really experienced in that midfield.
Say.
And Erasmus specifically mentioned his leadership ability. He talked about good communication, both with the ref and his own players.
Right, which is crucial.
And leading by example. That seems key for Kriel. He's maybe not the loudest voice, but his actions, his consistency, his defensive work, that earns respect.
So a leader respected within the group, someone trusted.
Exactly. It's not like they just pulled a name out of a hat. It's recognizing his standing in the squad.
Right. But still, the Kolisi question hangs there. 2-time winning captain, fit, playing.
Yeah.
Why not him? This is where Rassie's explanation gets really interesting, isn't it? The sequence of events.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really comes down to timing and what Erasmus presented as fairness.
Okay, walk us through that.
So earlier in the week, Kolisi was apparently touch and go. He had this niggle from a few weeks back.
A niggle. So not definitely out, but a doubt.
Exactly, that kind of nagging thing. So there was real uncertainty if he'd actually be fit to play against the All Blacks. They didn't want to risk him unnecessarily.
Makes sense. He's too important.
Precisely. So because of that uncertainty at the start of the week, Jesse Kriel was confirmed internally as the captain for this game. The decision was made, communicated to him.
Okay, so Kriel knew he was leading the team out.
Right. Then there was a twist. During training, Jean-Luc du Preez picked up a niggle.
Okay. Another flanker number 8 option.
Yeah. And by this point, Kolisi had been cleared, fully fit. So with du Preez now a doubt, Kolisi became the, quote, obvious choice to slot in at number 8.
So Kolisi comes into the starting team after Kriel had already been named captain internally.
That's how Erasmus explained it.
And he's playing number 8, which isn't his usual spot, right?
Yeah.
He's mostly played flanker.
Yeah, I think it's only his second start there in a major test, the other being against Australia, so it's a bit of a shift for him too.
So despite Kolisi being back and arguably the most established leader, Erasmus stuck with Kriel. Out of fairness, loyalty.
That was the explicit reasoning. Erasmus said it would be unfair to take it away from Kriel after telling him he had the job.
Right.
It speaks to maybe a strong team culture, respecting those internal commitments. And Erasmus also said Kriel deserves this opportunity on such a big occasion.
It does show faith in Kriel, definitely. But, is there a risk? Or maybe even a bit of clever management? Taking pressure off Kolisi as he returns from that niggle, letting him focus just on playing number 8?
That's a really interesting thought. It could absolutely be part of it. Easing him back in mentally as well as physically, especially in a less familiar position. Or maybe, like you suggested before, building leadership depth.
Spreading the responsibility.
Yeah. Making sure the team isn't solely reliant on Siya. Looking ahead, maybe? It's probably a mix of fairness and some smart strategic thinking.
Fascinating stuff. And just a quick reminder, if you're finding this deep dive into rugby strategy interesting, do hit subscribe on Rugby Obsession to get more of this.
Just do.
So let's widen the lens. This captaincy call, Kolisi at 8. It's all happening before a monster game. Springboks versus All Blacks at Eden Park.
Doesn't get much bigger, does it?
No. And our sources really hammer home the significance. Erasmus called it an epic encounter.
Yeah, and he stressed they picked the best possible team they could. They've been working hard on the details since they got to Auckland. You can feel the intensity just from the comments.
No kidding. And the venue.
Yeah.
Eden Park. That place holds some demons for the Springboks, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's legendary, but not in a good way for South Africa. The last time they won there, get this, 1937.
Wow. 1937.
88 years. An 88-year hoodoo they're trying to break.
That adds incredible pressure, surely.
Immense. And on top of that history, the Freedom Cup is up for grabs.
Right. The trophy between the two nations.
Yep. And South Africa are actually going for 5 wins in a row against the All Blacks.
Which would also be historic in itself.
Hugely significant. So you put all that together, the history, the trophy, the winning streak potential, Eden Park, it just magnifies every single decision, including who wears the armband and who plays where.
It really paints a picture of the pressure cooker environment this game is being played in.
Totally. It's high stakes defined.
So wrapping this up, it's been a really insightful look into, well, the mind of Rassie Erasmus and how the Springboks operate.
Yeah.
This captaincy thing, it seemed odd at first glance, maybe. But when you hear the reasoning, the fairness to Kriel, the Kolisi niggle timing, the trust in the core players, it starts to make a kind of internal sense.
It does. It shows layers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Player welfare, internal promises, maybe some strategic depth building, too.
Definitely. It's not just about the 15 names on the sheet.
And it leaves us with a great question, I think. We understand the fairness argument, the trust in Kriel, but is it also a calculated gamble?
How so?
Well, putting Kolisi, your talisman, into a demanding role, like number 8, without the captaincy burden at that stadium, what does it really signal about their confidence, their adaptability? Are they subtly managing his return or truly empowering Kriel?
Yeah, what does it say about their mindset going to a place they haven't won at in nearly 9 decades?
Exactly. It encourages you to look beyond just the headlines and think about the deeper strategy. It's fascinating.
It really is. So we'd love to know what you think. What's your take on Rassie's explanation? Do you buy the fairness argument completely, or do you see more strategy? And how do you think Jesse Kriel will go as captain in Auckland? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your views.
And one last reminder, please subscribe to Rugby Obsession so you don't miss any of our analysis and insights into the game we all love. Thank you so much for listening to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive today.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll look forward to you listening to our next episode.